Hey guys, this is Stephen Brundage, and you're watching The Shift, presented by Murphy's Magic.
Welcome to another episode of The Shift, our first 2016 episode number 50 something. Really? That's a lot of episodes. To start off, I hope all of you guys have had a wonderful New Year's. Hope you partied it up and got it out of your system. I know I did. And I'm looking forward to another full year of reviewing Magic stuff with you guys. So let's kick this year off with a bang. Like that. But before we do that, let's announce the winner of last week's contest. And the winner of that is, can I get a D-roll? Dylan Barrett. Dylan, hit us up. Facebook.com/Murphy's Magic Supplies, and we'll send that out to you ASAP. To win this week's contest, simply like and comment below what you thought about the products and or performances, and we will choose one of you to take home one of these two lovely prizes next week. Good luck. Also notable, we are kicking off this year with our ATT at the Table experience lectures. We got Rocco and we got Eric Jones. So this month is going to be pretty dope. I'll leave the link below where you guys can check out a little bit more about what's to come. And we got a stellar lineup for this year, so you might want to start subscribing to that if you haven't already. On the deal this week, we're looking at two new amazing releases in the Magic industry. One of which is Paul Harris Presents Street Thief by AG, and the second is The One by Anthony Stan. Oh, The One 2.0. So it's like the 1-2. It's the 1 2.0. 2.1. 1.2. Whatever. Alright, so have a look at a performance of Bro Gilbert with Street Thief, and we'll talk about it after this.
If I didn't have the money, then what?
Where's the wallet?
Right?
Yeah, where's the wallet? Is it in my pocket? Oh, there's empty money!
Check your pocket.
How did that happen? Oh my god.
You go take the wallet, put it straight in. I want you to remember later that you're the one who put it inside there.
That's correct. It's
Right.
still inside.
Yes, of course. Now, be honest, look at me. You can look back. Did you feel me take the wallet? I'm not very stuffed.
You're a bad one.
I'm working on it. You guys couldn't see it?
I saw. It just disappeared. The wallet disappeared.
And I just got the cash, but if I've got the cash,
Where's the wallet?
right, that's what begs the question.
Down the front door.
That's how the experts do it.
So that was Bro Gilbert performing Street Thief. What you get with this. Now, you can either order, I believe, the US edition, the English British Pound edition, or the Japanese edition, if I'm not mistaken. And the reason there are three different types is because there are three sizes of wallets depending on the currency in the place where you live. What you get is you get a link to the instructional. Within this as well, you get two wallets. You get one wallet smaller than the other, and that wallet allows you to visually change the wallet into cash for the second phase of the routine. The wallets are made of like this faux leather, so the quality isn't top notch, but I mean, it does save you some money if you're not looking to spend a ton of money on something like this. It is a pseudo-pickpocketing effect, which I am a huge fan of. I love pseudo-pickpocketing plots. I know Greg Wilson has his passport wallet, which is amazing. There are a lot out there. My buddy Eric Leclerc also has a pseudo wallet pickpocketing thing. I myself have something. I love this line of thinking because for a performer like myself, who's a little bit bigger in stature, I have, the beard, the tattoos, I can't necessarily pickpocket people because, let's face it, if they catch me, they'll probably just let me rob them without saying anything. So it makes things kind of awkward. So I'd rather pseudo-pickpocket. This is a no risk. They didn't show something in the trailer, which I thought was funny because you kind of figure it out anyways. So the idea is you plant this on someone to demonstrate what pickpocketing would feel like, and not to leave them uncomfortable. You don't want to take their own wallet, so you hand them this dummy wallet. As you bump into them, boom, you've successfully pulled out the wallet, but now you visually change the wallet into money, and now they look at their pocket and the wallet is now in their pocket, which is amazing. It's an amazing reaction. I think one of the best parts about this is the moment they reach into their pants or their purse or wherever it is, and they feel that wallet, and that becomes real. Oh my God, I didn't even feel that second part. So you're kind of setting them up for the big punch, kind of looking like a klutz a little bit, and at the end you just bring it home big time. So this is a really, really stellar effect that's really easy to do. There is an instructional in here by Bro Gilbert which teaches how to add your currency to this. But should you not have the currency, or if you just don't want to use actual money, they actually give you fake phony money, which I think is pretty cool. Let me show it to you. I think it's a great alternative because, you know, some people who play around with like extreme burn and that type of thing don't necessarily have the cash to throw down $500 on a gimmick. So this is a great alternative. It looks like real money. It kind of feels like real money. But the best part about it is, let's say you're in Europe, because right now I don't believe there's anything available for the euro. So you can use this American money, talk about traveling, or you could just use phony money and talk about how I didn't want to use real money because I didn't want you guys to actually think I was a thief. Whatever reason you can come up with, I think is a good one. For myself, I'm in Canada, but I'm still very okay using the American currency because, you know, I could just come up with a story saying, you know, as a magician, I travel the world, I get all sorts of currencies, but you have to watch out when traveling in populated areas for pickpockets. Here, I'll give you an example. Here's some American money that I picked up on my last trip, blah, blah, blah. Done, right? Now you've justified the reason for having American money. This effect is very well taught. There are a few handlings for changing the money into, or changing the wallet into the money. Some of them more visual, some of them more knacky. But the fun part about that, I think it's really up to you. I think you can probably come up with your own way of changing the wallet into money, which is great. So once you figure that out, I think this is a great walk around routine, even great for parlor, stage, stand-up. It's a terrific, terrific product. I really like the idea behind it, and the production value, obviously, anything Paul Harris presents is top-notch. So definitely check this out, Street Thief by AG and Paul Harris Presents. Next up on the deal, we're looking at the 1.2, the 1.2.0, the 1.20 by Anthony Stan, the perfect card to impossible location. I wouldn't say it's the perfect card to impossible location, but it's a really good card to impossible location. Whatever. Check out my sort of performance that I did. Because it was New Year's and festivity, I didn't really have time to bring the camera out and film stuff and watch DVDs. I was kind of busy with family stuff, obviously. But I did find the time to practice this little routine and have a look. Bear in mind that it's much harder to perform the moves that I'm doing on a stagnant camera than it is to perform on people. So give me points for that at least. Check out this performance. It's a little bit nutty, and then we'll talk about it after this. For this next card trick, I would have you just select a card, sir or madam. Not sure of your sex because you don't exist. Perfect, that one. The 4 of clubs. You know what they say about the 4 of clubs?
No.
Exactly. All right, go ahead and sign this. Well, that's not a pen at all, is it? It's a vape. Use the pen. It's over here. Before you do that, we're going to cover this conspicuously folded card up with this normal glass. This is a very normal glass. This glass is so normal, makes all the other glasses stand out. Go ahead and sign your name, please, ever so uniquely. Just sign it, sign it, sign it. 666 Illuminati. Okay, perfect. And just dry. Gonna dry it up. Perfect. Now we're gonna leave it somewhere in the middle of the deck. And right there. Go ahead and push it in. Now the card is lost somewhere within the middle of the deck. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to, with this magical gesture, transfer that card to under the glass, just like so. I think that worked. One more time for good measure. I think we're good. If everything went according to plan, this card should be... Can it be? Oh, can it be? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so that was my performance of The One 2.0 by Anthony Stan. What you get with this, you get a DVD and you get this little envelope, and this envelope has some gimmick cards in it. You don't actually need gimmicks for this, which is kind of cool. He teaches a way of doing it gimmickless, which is very fooling. It's a little bit more sleight of hand intensive, but it's something you definitely pick up, and I think you should pick up just to know the thought process behind it. I think is a very valuable tool you can add to your repertoire. Other than that, you will learn you can learn a color change. This is really cool. So you can have a red card on the table, bam, pick it up, and at the same time, like your hands are empty, you've picked it up, it's now blue, and you can show all sides, you can open it and hand it out, they can rip it up, whatever you want to do with it. There's also a transposition routine, which is super fooling. There's a lot of thought, a lot of routines that go into this. There's a pocket thing that he does, where the folded card is here, and you come up to get the card, and that's now their signed card. I do believe a magician by the name Patrick Cuffs from Quebec, he came up with that before. I'm not entirely certain, but there's no crediting there. Other than that, though, the DVD is well taught. There aren't very many live performances, but once you see what he does with his routining, you understand there doesn't really need to be. This is something that can very well work in the real world. If you're comfortable with I'm going to say an MCF, if you know what that means, then you'll be comfortable with anything on here. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that performance and the review for this week. That is all for me. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend for what's left of it, and we'll see you then.